Huh, so I have been on a bit of a healthy kick, so I'm going to attempt to make healthy dinner that is not a, like, I hate to say it, but like, health nut slop bowl. No offense to any of my homies who are watching who like that. That's just not me. So, I got a lot of stuff to work with. We're doing roast potato, veggie, chicken thigh, and I think that's where I'm gonna start, is actually with the chicken thigh, so I can get it marinating a little just before I get to everything else. And then second, I think, is sauce, because that needs time to get ready. Chicken. Okay. I made this dish quite a few times, and this is kind of like my go-to, like, healthy dish that isn't literally like soup of tofu. I really enjoy it, and honestly there's a lot of things you could do if you're like vegan or vegetarian to like replace all of this. Like impossible mincemeat I actually use a lot, especially when it comes to some of my like Asian dishes. They could also totally work here with the same kind of like spice composition. Just, you know, be wary of what you're doing. So I have a like slightly damp towel. I can put that underneath me. Alright, I'm gonna come in here with salt. Pepper. That might be a lot, actually. I'm gonna go in with some smoked paprika. Paprika is really the star there. I'm gonna do a hit of cumin, because I kind of like that with this kind of thing. And then what else do I want in here? This is like really vibes based. I don't know. And then we're gonna come in here with some of my like this is my olive oil for like marinating versus like the tasting one. And then lastly, we have some fantastic limes here. I'm just gonna try to grab like a really juicy, already kind of like squishy one. This one right here. I'm just gonna go center. And then get that in there. I don't have a juicer. I should probably get one. I want the whole one? Yeah, I think I do. At least most of it. Okay, not bad. Oh, actually one more. For those who don't know me, I love oregano. Bit of oregano on there. Okay, I'm just gonna massage this in. Okie dokie. That looks great. Fantastic. To wash hands. Alright, all my hand towels are in the wash, otherwise I would cover with that. But actually, this being a slightly damp does not make for a bad cover, so let's just do that. Okay, I'll go in the fridge while we work. Gotta throw these leftovers out. Okay, now let's work on sauce. I'm grabbing my immersion blender and my cup for my immersion blender, if I can find it. The fuck? Hello? Oh. If you haven't got on the immersion blender game already, I highly suggest you do. This is the only way I blend things now. Smoothies, bowls, sauces, breaking up garlic, kind of underrated. Okay. Ooh. I usually drink smoothies out of this, and so it kind of smells like a smoothie. I'm just gonna rinse that. It's been a while. Story on why I am doing all of this. A few months ago, I had sprained my back in kind of the most ridiculous way possible, which is that while I was walking around, and I was living with my boyfriend at the time, while I was walking around his house, I sneezed really hard. I sneezed really hard mid-step while I was walking, and then since then my back has hurt a lot. And so I've been trying to take my health a lot more seriously, and that's really hard to do when I haven't been eating healthy either. And I just realized my camera is on autofocus. So changing that camera. Sorry y'all, that first bit was a little out of focus, but hopefully it's not too bad. Okay. Anyways, ever since hurting my back, I've been kind of on I'm trying to be healthier thing, and you know, I've struggled with like my weight for the longest time. I have PCOS, and just generally as I'm getting older, I just turned 29, I'm trying to be a lot healthier. So I've been developing recipes that kind of help me do that, as well as just like are tasty, because I like to consider myself a pretty proficient home chef, and I haven't gotten to do a lot of like home chefing recently. Anyways, yeah, what I'm doing right now is I'm just putting together what the internet calls green goddess sauce, and what I would call like Greek yogurt aioli. You know, pretty basic. Salt, fat, spice, and tang. My favorite herbs to put in this are dill and parsley, and also usually cilantro, but honestly I was like, I don't need to buy all that much stuff today, so let me just go with these two. And these are organic from Sprouts, so I'm not really worried about the quality of those. Those kind of look wet. Can go for some not wet sauce. A little more from this side. And the other thing I put in here is half of a de-seeded jalapeno. As far as greens, I'm just gonna split this up and core it. Just going in with my fingers. I'll make sure to wash really well after this. Honestly, do I even want that much? This is kind of a big one. I'm gonna go with that much. I'm kind of a wuss, honestly, when it comes to just like raw jalapeno. Put the rest in there, save it. Was this dirty? Was that dirty? Honestly, the pepper itself is fine. Top's a little dirty though. Alright, then give me a second to clean my station before we continue. I am going on a work trip next week, and I am especially a little worried about... Oh, it was a little dirty. Oh, that's pepper. I'm a dumbass. That's pepper. I always put lime juice as my tang in this sauce. I'm on a work trip next week, and so I've been trying to focus especially on my health and getting enough sleep, and it's been hard because work, the very work that I'm going for, has been really demanding and stressful. Stressful to the point where, like, I've had a few days off for my birthday, and it was just like, I couldn't even, like, fully divest myself. Going in with my good olive oil. But yeah, I've just been trying to, like, work on it. Oh yeah, thanks to my boyfriend's mom for this one. This is fantastic olive oil. I've been cherishing this so much. Okay, and on top of that, I'm doing a decent amount of salt, an okay amount of pepper, a little extra hit of oregano, and I think I have a little dry parsley over here. Just a little. You know, it tastes a little different when it's dry. And that's my sauce for today. Alright. Let me just... This is clean. This is not clean. But I checked. Okay. Oh, garlic. I think garlic and a little, what's it called? What's the type of root vegetable called? A shallot. But like, what's the classification of these kinds of like root vegetables that we use as aromatics? I forget. I always like how they also. Disgusting. Oh! Oh, I gotta turn the oven on. Completely forgot about that. Iliad, Inia. I forget what this type of root vegetable is called. Shallot is not my favorite over like just straight up like a green onion or what have you, but I'm trying to preserve my green onion right now. And I frankly didn't even have to dice it that fine because it's going straight into a blender. I'm making such a mess right now. Oops, more. And also give it that like actual like bassy taste now. Okay. Getting back to it. And blend those in. Need more blend. It's getting there. Garlic's coming through very nicely on that. Okay. Fred. Fantastic. Okay. Now where are we? Need to reset a little. Need to get rid of this immersion blender. Okay, now we can kind of get ready to roast everything and actually get it in there. Let me just get my trays ready. Pyrex, I always like that for, I feel like I can see where the juices kind of like pile up around it and make sure that I know it's cooking. But the metal will give the chicken better crisp. So that's how we're gonna execute this. Okay. She looks really good actually. I'm gonna just give her a quick rinse. Just kind of cutting them at close to the stem as possible. I actually love broccoli, and so I love having a bit of stem. And if I were the kind of person who makes stock, I would absolutely keep the broccoli base for like a veggie stock. But I'm not that kind of person yet, so I will not be doing that. Okay, these will go in there. Fantastic. That gets tossed now. And I also have a couple of carrots. Do I have a... Oh, I do. It's gonna take a little off these. Let's just do this. Sorry, I'm not talking right now. I'm trying to concentrate on not cutting my little fingies off. So I do not apologize for calling them fingies. Wow, I did not get much carrot out of that carrot. Okay. Well, I guess that's good enough for now. Time to throw these in there. In there. Boop a doop a doop a doop a doop boop. Boop a doop a doop a doop a doop boop. I don't know if these are good. Okay. Dang it. Dang it. That was my whole thing with doing this recipe, is I had a bunch of leftover potato I wanted to try to use. But guess not. Let's see, what can I do instead? I just want to make it so clear to everybody. There's no shame in eating French fries if you have to. I mean, you don't have to. Okay, and before the battery rudely cut me off there, my potatoes are bad. I'm gonna use just fries. I'm just gonna air fry some fries, and that's fine. That is perfectly fine for today. Salt on the veggies. Pepper on the veggies. Oil on the veggies. And then just like a hit of lime in here. Maybe 1/2 of the lime. It'll be really nice and tender when it's done. Oh, the top got in there. Don't know how I did that. Those are looking fantastic. Now my hand is already dirty, but not from chicken. Let's go ahead and get the chicken out. Ooh. A lot of juices to work with here, you see? Ah, incredible. Alright. Chicken. 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 Alright, now we're done with that. Let me wash my hands. Let's clean that up. Okay. I'm gonna go with the chicken right now, just because this needs longer. And it's gonna go higher in the oven. And that's gonna need roughly 16 minutes in my head. I don't know if that's actually how long it's gonna need. I'll do that. And then, yeah. I think we're at a good stopping point. Not a lot more prep I have to do. Just literally putting everything in the oven and roasting it. So I'll meet you back here in about 20 minutes. These are gonna take less time, and I know that sounds incorrect, but just trust me, I feel like these always get a little soggier and a little more crisped up than I would like, especially the broccoli. The broccoli tends to take way too fast to heat. Yeah, I literally have like a hair mask I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put in my head, and I'll see you in 20 minutes. I somehow got that shower done relatively fast, but then I lounged around for a while. So I had to go turn the oven off. But at least the food's done. Right after this, I'm gonna pop the fries in the air fryer. And we have dinner. We have dinner. Why isn't fucking working with me? Gotta make sure to get all the way up to my tattoos. Bump that one up with a little bit of despair. I got a whole lot of my eye cream because I tend to get rosacea on my eyelids. Okay, now I need to go to the other mirror for this one. Oh, I can't fucking see. I just picked this up from Ulta today. Oh, wait, actually first, Rogaine. I've been worried about my hair lately. I'm just like trying to keep afloat, you know, for as long as I reasonably can. I try to do this once a week, and it's really helped my hair growth. There's no shame in this when you're getting older. And also, like, there's a good amount of work that you can do that'll be preventative more than anything else, even if you feel like you have a lot of hair still. But as far as me, you know, I live a pretty fast lifestyle. I have a pretty demanding job. I just feel like I've been losing some hair to stress in the last few years, so it is what it is. Also, again, no indictment on anyone I work with. It's just what it is. Trying to take care of me. Oh, I'm out. My perfect timing. I have to go to CVS for some other things because I'm traveling. Okay, there's that. And with this, I like to start by actually just taking it in my hands and kind of like running it through. It's a lot more helpful if you're like heat styling your hair, but even if you're not, it's a really great leave-in. It's also UV protective, and I do plan on going out tomorrow. I think I'm gonna start posting a lot more, just because, like, frankly, I don't have anything better to do than like do this as a hobby. I already make videos as a job, but like I make videos as a job because I really genuinely enjoy it, and there's always been some part of me that like wants to make videos for myself, and I just think now might literally be a great time to do it. So I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more like good sprays. Ah! Okay. Feeling good about the hair. And then even though my hair is like wavy, ooh, that's off for you. Ooh, even though my hair's like wavy. I tend to just let it air dry. Okay. Let's get dressed and then go have dinner. Whee! Right on time to flip over the fries. Whoa! Okay. I'm gonna start putting together my bowl and I'll be right back. Oh, see, you got to. That's not what happened. Oh well. It happens. Ooh. Oh. Veg. A little too roasted on the veg, but that's it. Oh, so let's create a bed of veg. I'm eating for one, so that means I can save all of this for tomorrow. I like this piece and this piece. Do that. I have extra chicken if I want it. Where's the sauce? Let's see how this is small. Mmm. Wow. That's incredible. Wow, I wish you could smell that. That's something else. Okay. And then I'm also gonna continue to wait for the fries. Cut myself a little lime wedge. I was gonna say wine ledge. Fries are almost done. Give it like 30 seconds. Also, I have a soda. Ooh, nice and full. What should we watch for TV today? No. I have a couple of this particular roaster in the same size, so I just stole the lid from that one. Ooh, and I can get myself a little dish for the sauce. That's just... Considering I had to swap to fries, it's not the healthiest thing in the world, but it's still gonna be so fucking delicious and better than getting takeout. Alright. I wonder if that camera's catching it correctly. Hopefully, I should probably flip this. Isn't that incredible? Whew. Alright. It's dinner time. Ow! Fuck! Hit my knee. Don't mind all the shit behind me. We just moved back into our house after being under construction for a while. Hold on, I'll be right back. I missed us. Where's my desk though? I guess I was standing earlier to try to finish out some work. Well, okay. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna eat my dinner and we'll watch some YouTube videos. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Business is booming thanks to going viral online a few weeks ago. Sorry, I can only watch it once before I start to cringe.
Well, now let's open the store up to something interesting about those.
See, I'm
Oh god, not you again, Marcus. You know you can't just cut in line, right?